Today is the solemnity of the Most Holy Trinity. As you heard in the Gospel reading, Christ left a mandate to his disciples to go make disciples in all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, the Trinitarian formula. That is the way we still baptize to this day. As you remember, not only for baptism, but even at the beginning of this Mass, I started by saying, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. So Catholics, to this day, most of us, when we start praying, we start by invoking the Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And even in a few minutes after this homily, we'll be reciting the Creed. And in the Creed, if you listen to the words, there will be part of the Creed which says, I believe in the Father, I believe in the Son, and I believe in the Holy Spirit. But the Trinity in itself is a mystery that has been bothering theologians, Christians, and even some of the saints. If I can start by St. Augustine, born in the year 354, way back. Once he was wondering what is this Trinity is about. Now you remember St. Augustine was one of the leading theologians, and he became a doctor of the church. He is also a saint. Now he was wondering about the Trinity, and he was walking along the beach, and he saw a small boy trying to run to the sea and pick water using a seashell and pour it into a hole. And Augustine asked him, what are you trying to do? And the boy told St. Augustine, I'm trying to empty the ocean into this hole. And St. Augustine told him, that's clearly impossible. The ocean is so wide that this small hole cannot contain it. And the boy responded to St. Augustine, well, it is easier for this hole to contain the ocean than to understand the Trinity or the mystery of the Trinity. And then St. Augustine realized that it must have been an angel revealing that to him. A little bit later, St. Patrick, we normally celebrate his feast on March 17th. You always see St. Patrick with a leaf, a shamrock, one stem, but 3 different leaves. The shamrock St. Patrick used to convert the pagans. He was trying to use that leaf to explain that the Trinity can be 3 persons in one, just like the shamrock has got 3 separate leaves, but is supported by one stem. Well, still, people may not be able to understand it fully. In the seminary, we are taught that theology, which is basically talking about God or trying to understand God, can be defined as faith-seeking understanding. That is the simple definition by St. Anselm. Theology is faith-seeking understanding. There's a dimension of faith and the dimension of reasoning or understanding. But human reasoning has got its limits. One of our great scientists, theoretical physicist, Stephen Hawking, who just passed away about 2.5 months ago, precisely on March the 14th of this year, was one of the leading scientists and one of the most brilliant minds. They say he unlocked the mysteries of the cosmos more than most other scientists, and he furthered Einstein's theory of relativity more than anyone else. But once he was asked about his belief in God by Time magazine. That was a few years before he died. And this is what he said. I quote him: "God is the name people give to the reason we are all here. But I think that the reason are the laws of physics rather than a being with whom we can have a personal relationship." So God is reduced to the laws of physics rather than a being with whom we can have a personal relationship. Now that's what one of the best human minds can offer when asked who God is. So that just tells you, from the time of St. Augustine, way back about 1700 years ago, who was one of the leading theologians and doctor of the church, to this, our very day, we still cannot fathom God, even the most brilliant of minds. Therefore, going back to the definition of theology, faith-seeking understanding, we can only have faith in God. The Trinity is beyond our human understanding. So we only have to take it by faith. God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit exist, and we only have to take it by faith, not by trying to reason or understand.